Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a mid-month spread for all of my Virgos out there from February 15th into the 29th. So let's get after it. Okay. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. What kind of love or energy is coming towards my Virgos during February 15th into the 29th. Show me the cards I need to see. Okay, here we are. Wow. Alrighty. Alrighty. So, this is an individual where the wheel of fortune is beginning to move in their favor. Okay? So the wheel of fortune is beginning to move in their favor, towards more of a harmonious, peaceful situation. Now, with that being said, this is an individual that is very charitable in nature. It's a very charitable individual, very socially conscious individual, very civically conscious. Definitely likes to give like an equal give and take here. So again, this is a very charitable, community civic minded individual. Now, with that being said, this individual is trying very hard to manifest a relationship with you into reality. And there's the real sense here that this is an individual here that you have that has been trying to get you to notice them for quite some time, actually. This has been going on for quite some time. And this individual, you'll recognize this individual because this is an individual that has tried multiple times. Quite possibly, we're talking possible months. This may even be a situation where we're talking about a couple of years. Okay, that this individual has been trying to get you to notice them. Okay, and again, so that and there's this sense here is this person is civic minded. This is a very charitable individual. This is a person that's kind of like good with people and volunteer and things like that. This person also has a sense of wanting to be truthful, upfront, and honest. Okay, all right. They view you as an opportunity to start something fresh, something new, out with the old and with the new. Okay. However, we got the Tower moment here. Okay. So this is an individual that does not necessarily know how to take no for an answer. Now, they are beginning to wear you down, so to speak, with their constant persistence rather. But there is a real sense here that this sense of having a charitable nature and having being a very good-hearted, civic-minded individual, there's something that may be a little bit inauthentic about it. These may be the attributes that you've shown throughout the time that this person has known you, that you're interested in. Okay, you're interested in a civic-minded individual, someone that is charitable, not only with their time, also but with their money. And so I'm getting a sense here that this person has somewhat morphed into an individual that is closer to what you've been talking about, you're looking for. So there's a sense of inauthenticity here with this individual. And therein lies the rub as far as the Tower moment goes. Okay. And also, this sense of constant, just when you think, you guys are coming to, becoming friends and Then it'll go back to, well, maybe we should go out on a date. Maybe we should, and you're very insistent. Hey, listen, I just want to be your friend. You're a cool person to hang out with, and it keeps going. Every time the Wheel of Fortune starts moving things forward, it goes back and it gets destroyed again, all over again. And this has caused persistent arguments, fighting, conflict, if you will. This is also an individual, you know, Nine of Swords, keeping them up late at night, a sense of anxiety, of depression, if you will. Okay. So, like I said, every time you think things are wind down, a person understands, they go right back. It's like a cycle here. And finally, at the end of the cycle, we have the Three of Wands. They're waiting for their ships to come in on the horizon yet again. They're just kind of waiting until they think maybe this time will be the trick. Maybe this time will do it. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Before I go further, let's see, why is the Tower card? Give me some clarification on this Tower card. Why is this Tower card here? Give me some clarification on this Tower card. Why is this Tower card here? Okay. Is exactly as I have been saying. Communication. Okay, sense of communication. All right. Sending a lot of messages, social media, if you will. So the Tower moment. So again, as I said, every time you think that you've reached a place where, okay, this person understands, we're just really good friends, they'll take it right back into, okay, well, you want to go on a date, you want to do this, and it kind of hits back into that love situation, relationship thing again. Then you have the Tower moment, it'll blow it all up. There'll be incessant arguing, aspect of communication, and then it'll go right back again. So we're talking about a cyclical cycle here, a cycle of destruction, of renewal, of destruction, of renewal. So basically, in layman's terms, this is a person that you consider a good friend. This is a good friend. But they want to be more than a friend. You don't want them to be more than a friend, but they keep trying. So that's what this is. So let's see, what are the blockages? What are the blockages to this situation? What are the blockages to you guys being together? What are the blockages to you guys being together? What are the blockages to you guys being together? Okay, here we go. Okay, so the blockages are renewal, replenish, a hope, something new, something fresh, an opportunity. That's the blockage. Is that if that's not being seen as an outcome here. We have the Fool card here, taking that leap of faith. There's one or both of you don't want to take that leap of faith. I pretty much know who that person probably is that doesn't want to take that leap of faith towards a relationship. But there's like there's no one to take that leap of faith there. We also have the Death card here, out with the old, in with the new. So there's this sense of wanting to have a fresh new start, meet new people, have a new relationship, something, again, out with the old, in with the new. You want something fresh, something new. This is very similar in terms of a reading that I've already done today. I mean, this is not as extreme as that one is, but again, it was a similar reading, whereas though someone wants to be more than friends. The other one was someone wanted to actually, there was no attraction at all. At least you're willing to be friends with this individual. But there's this sense of just like there's nothing there. I only like you as a friend. That's it. We have the Seven of Pentacles, kind of waiting for the fruit to ripen on a vine. So there's this constant just waiting. for this fruit to ripen on his vine, that's really never going to ripen. It's just kind of always just going to stay where it is, okay? You know, Queen of Swords, telling it like it is, being logical. Again, the blockage. The blockage is that there really needs to be some clarity as far as really letting this individual know that there is never, ever going to be any possibility of you guys being together. You're only going to remain friends, period. There's no chance that you guys are going to go beyond that, okay? And that's the blockage. That's really not being made clear, okay? You know, of course, there's arguing and there's conflict, but that's only because there's this aspect of jealousy that's going on, that you're spending your time, you're looking at other individuals to pursue relationships with. Now, again, you know, this person may be a good friend. This is probably an individual that you tell all your hopes to, all your dreams to. You share all your dreams, your hopes with them. They're that shoulder to cry on. So, and you can confide in them. And this can be both male or female, doesn't matter. But you confide in them. And in their mind, they're saying, you know, love is right in front of you. I'm the love, that I'm the person that, you know, that you're looking for. This is me. And that's why I said they kind of begin to shape themselves into, you know, probably that individual. Unfortunately, there's never going to be anything other than what it is, just a friendship. And the Queen of Swords, there's this lack of being straight up, being honest, and really laying it down very clear that there's never going to be anything other than that. Now I'm also getting the feeling here is that if you did that, there's also a fear here. You got the Nine of Wands, being a little bit defensive. It could be that there's a chance here that, you know, you could definitely be aware of the situation. And you're very defensive of it because you don't want to lose a friend, you know, because this person's a good friend you can find in them. You don't want to lose that friendship, so you're very defensive of the position that you're taking. You know that they want to be much, much more than friends. And you know in your mind, it's never going to be more than that. So, you know, there may be a bit of a stringing along here, you know, maybe inadvertently. I'm not saying you're doing it on purpose, but inadvertently, they're kind of being strung along a little bit, thinking that maybe there's a possibility. But in your mind, you know there's never going to be, because also we have the Ace of Pentacles here, which there's the complete lack of opportunity here. Complete lack of opportunity. Okay? And there's also a lack of Two of Pentacles. There's a lack of being able to have a good work-life balance here. There's no balance here. Things are very unbalanced here. Okay? So these are all the blockages to you guys being together. So with that being said here, let's see, what are your strengths? What kind of strengths are you working with here? What kind of strengths are my Virgos dealing with? What kind of strengths are my Virgos dealing with here? What kind of strengths are my Virgos dealing with? What kind of strengths are my Virgos dealing with here? Okay, so you do have the ability, again, this is the strength. Four of Swords. You do have the ability to reflect externally and internally. So you've contemplated. So again, like I said, you kind of got an idea and know what's going on, but you value the individual as a friend. You want to wreck that friendship, and so you are aware of that. So at least you're aware. Also, Magician card, you do have the ability to manifest what you're looking for into a reality. Okay? You're looking for an individual that possesses the ability to have an equal give and take in a relationship. You have the Empress card here. That's abundance, fertility, material happiness. So again, also deep love as well. Okay, deep love. as well. So that's someone to have, you're looking to possibly have children with someone in the future. Um, I think the most significant thing here, there's actually two things that are really significantly important here. We have the Knight of Cups, and that is the daring, dashing, dominating energy. So that's the type of energy where, you're going to be swept off your feet, captivated. And that's what's really going on here. Again, that's your strength. That's what you're looking for. You're looking to be swept off your feet. You're looking to be captivated. So you're looking for that person that possesses that spark, okay, that you can connect with on a mental, spiritual, sexual compatibility level. That's what you're looking for. Okay, so you're waiting for that it moment, that person that sweeps you off your feet. And that's really the crux of the issue here, because this individual is always just going to be a friend. Okay, and that's really what's unfortunate here about it. Now, also we have the Sixth of Cups here too, so that's telling me that um, it's not saying that you necessarily an ex, okay, but people that you maybe have dated in the past, or someone that you had mild flirtation with in the past, and there was some type of connection that you feel like you've had with that individual, some sort of serendipity, if you will. You're not opposed to exploring that particular situation, people from the past, individuals from the past. And finally here, long-term commitment, children. Okay, so again, these are your strengths, but your strengths may be a part of what the problem is with this situation, because again, you're willing to look at other people you've dated with, you've had mild flirtation with, and this is all in the presence of this individual that you confide in. That's your shoulder to cry on, and you're telling them all of this stuff, and they're sitting here and their heart's just breaking and it's crumbling, and it's just breaking to pieces as you pour your heart out to them. And they also, this is the person that's there when your heart gets broken. This is the person that has to constantly lift you back up again. Okay, thus the cyclical cycle of destruction and renewal, destruction and renewal. Okay. So there's like a Kali Yuga cycle going on here. And so with that being the case, um, somebody's going to have to break the cycle here, or just be on this infinite loop. Okay, so let's see what additional information the Spirit's want to give. What additional information the Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information the Spirit before I shut this thing down? Okay, so where you are is where it's at. Stay still until you are divinely moved. So, Spirit's saying, well, you know what? Basically just kind of stay on your path here. You don't want to turn around, and you don't want to kind of bring that person in anyway, and then it's going to end up, being heartfelt. You don't want to form a relationship with someone under false pretenses, and so it would behoove you just to be honest with the person and just be forthwith and let them know, hey, listen, we're just going to always be friends. And maybe if tepidly you've done it in the past, you really need to be very specific and very clear about there's no hope ever that a relationship is really going to be formed between you and this person that raises beyond friendship. That's very important that you do that. Okay? Also, discover your superpower, access 100% of your mojo. Exactly. Once you laid that down, once you've been very crystal clear about that, then you can feel free to just exert yourself. Okay? Just be your full self without having a sense. I also get the sense here that even though you do confine in this individual, you are very cognizant of being too happy, too fulfilled, you know, with a particular individual that you may be dating, or you may find as though you have something in common with, or someone you want to have a long-term relationship with. You're a little bit hesitant to be outwardly too happy with this individual because you know how they feel about you. But again, they are that shoulder to cry on. You are hoping they kind of get over that. But, so again, once you have firmly laid it down and says, hey, listen, this is where we are. It's not going to go any further. If they still want to maintain, if they still continue to want to push this, uh, this possibility of being more than just friends, then at some point you're probably going to have to end it. Okay. Or you're probably most likely going to have to end it at some point. Okay. Become the elixir. Let your glow do the heavy lifting. Okay, so, again, what that's saying to me is reinforcing the fact that you need to be completely upfront, completely honest, and if you've been kind of tepid in the past because you haven't really wanted to hurt their feelings, you really need to be clear, crystal clear about the fact that your relationship will never rise to the level of where it is, okay? That way, if they still want to stick around in a friendship, they know exactly where things are. Okay? And if they don't, well, then, you may have to forego that friendship um, in order to kind of break this cycle of destruction and renewal all the time. All right? So, that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. This is a general love reading. May that resonate with everyone. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic, and you want to know a little bit more, again, the links below. Feel free to get personal reading. If it does not resonate with you, that's okay too. And you want to know a little bit more about your particular situation, again, links below. Um, if you haven't already, please like, please share, and please subscribe. My name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I will definitely see you next time. Bye-bye.